Hello, this is Gihan Pereira. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to talk today about creating change, real change for yourself, your team, your workplace, and your organization. I'm just returning from a session that I've run with a group of senior leaders, this time in the education sector, and we were talking about looking at the future. So they've just done their strategic plan for the next few years, and they wanted me to get people thinking a bit bigger and a bit broader. This group, for example, we focused on artificial intelligence and the idea of a virtual campus where some of their students in the future may never come to a physical campus. Now, I know that when I've run groups like this in the past, sometimes I find that there are leaders there who are really good at what they do, but their thinking is constrained by what's worked for them in the past. So when they're looking at the future, they tend to only think about things that would fit in their model of the past. And I was thrilled to see that this group was different. They were completely open to the idea of embracing things that are totally different from what might have worked for them in the past. And I think this is really important. When you're thinking about the future, don't be constrained by the past. Now, that said, the things that really sparked ideas for people and got other people in the room interested were stories, success stories, things that had worked for other people in the room. So, for example, one person said, we did a lot of this online training during COVID, and we seem to have forgotten about all of that, and we should learn from that. Somebody else said, I'm enrolled in a course at the moment where I'm being assessed by AI. Somebody else said, I've just enrolled in this course in New Jersey, and I'll be attending an online lecture tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. So these stories really got other people in the room interested because there were evidence of things that had already worked. I think when you're looking at the future, it's okay to think about the past, especially when you're finding success stories. And the brothers Chip and Dan Heath wrote a fantastic book called Switch about how to make change happen. And one of their principles is exactly this. They call it find the bright spots. Find examples of the change that you want actually working in practice, and use those to motivate other people in your team to make that same change happen. So when you're looking at the future, don't be constrained by the past, but also don't be afraid to find success stories that are already happening or have happened in the past. If you'd like to know more about this, you can download my worksheet, which is called Find the Bright Spots, where I'll give you some more ideas about how to actually do that so you can share those ideas with your team. I hope you find it useful. I'll see you in the future.